Hello, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Dandy, dandy. Thank you for asking.
Are you shooting anywhere right now or are you chilling?
Well, I'm not quite sure if I can say that, but I'm currently chilling as of right now.
There you go. There you go. Well, congrats. So Uncharted is out to the world. How do you feel?
I feel honored to be a part of the Uncharted and a fun cinematic universe that is also a gaming universe, and I think yeah, it's a fun feeling, and I'm just happy that people are liking it.
Yeah. Have you been in LA recently or to see all the billboards and everything all over of the movie?
I saw one, but I'm currently not in LA, so I left kind of right before the billboards, I think, kind of
Yeah.
came around. I
They're
saw
all
one of them.
over. They're all over. It looks sick. So congrats on that, by the way.
Thank you.
So when did you find out that you actually got the role in relation to filming it and now it being out?
Yeah, that I found out I got the role pretty much the day before I left for the job. So like it was a pretty quick turnaround. I got a call and all of a sudden they were like, yeah, you're getting on a plane tomorrow, but we have to figure out if we can get all like the green card, all the stuff. And so
Right.
we can,
That was a whirlwind. So you found out and then you went, you booked it. You didn't really have time to process probably what was happening.
nope.
And also, okay, so when you get big parts, so when you found out you got Outer Banks and you found out you get this movie and the other big roles that you've starred in, do you have like a certain celebration? I know you didn't have much time with Uncharted, but do you celebrate in any way, text someone?
Yeah, I mean in the hotel room I tried to like, I mean I called my girlfriend and like I was like, hey, I'm here, and then we're like kind of cheers and it was fun. And that was, yeah, I celebrated in the hotel room. That's the main thing. I couldn't really do that because COVID at that time was
Right.
pretty intense, and so like I couldn't really go out to anything,
Yeah.
celebrate that.
And what was the conversation like if you're just when you're not filming? What was it like just talking to Tom Holland, Mark Wahlberg, like your other cast members? What was the vibe behind the scenes?
It was very fun. I think what drew me into that the first day on set was Tom was there and he was talking to young Nate, and it just felt like a very supportive, like kind of like, hey, we can do this, kind of like we got this, trying to calm him down a little bit, because when you're on a set like that large and stuff, it can be a little overwhelming, and like that was really it. It was kind of more just kind of business oriented of like, let's do this, let's create this, and it was just by the time that I got a part of this project, it was already an oiled machine kind of. That's how I can put it.
Do you have any like memory from set, either with someone else or just with yourself, that you just won't forget? Like it was like iconic. You're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened to me.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's countless things. I think playing cards with Tiernan, my little young Nate, we had a blast doing that. But also like the sets. There was this one set in Madrid, Spain, which is where we shot, and it was like the real museum of where Ferdinand Magellan and his like picture is, and it's the real painting of him, and it's just so fascinating to see like these real artifacts in the movie, and be used for the movie. So I will never forget that.
That's so cool that you got to experience that too. Like not only are you shooting like a huge movie, you're also being able to experience all that's crazy.
Yeah, experiencing history too. It's just so cool.
Do you prefer, after filming the movie, do you prefer TV shows or movies, or you like both?
In terms of watching, or like, I mean,
Or series, yeah, like certain like episodes, or like just one long movie for starring in?
I think, I mean, it depends on the mood. Depends on the mood. Like, there's nothing like, long day, going home, putting on a series and not like half paying attention to it. There's nothing, that's a great feeling. But then there's another feeling of where it's just like, no, I'm putting aside this time to enjoy a story all the way through. And I think that's the other side of the coin. It's just like, if you're cutting out time to watch something and enjoying it full story from start to end, obviously movie.
Totally. Is there a certain movie or role that you'd want to do like in the future? Like, would you want to do crime? Would you want to do thriller?
Ooh. Oh, I mean, yes. I mean, throw it all at me. But at the same time, I think like a timepiece, biopiece, biopic would be amazing. But who knows? Where there's some rumors, but at the same time, I'm always down just to like kind of explore and let those come to me. But at the same time, I'm putting that energy out to get some biopic out there. That'd be really fun.
And you posted on Instagram, so you had 2 pictures side by side. You had you working, I think, doing dishes, right? You were in LA
Oh yeah.
doing dishes, and then the Outer Banks picture, like doing the red carpet. So when you look at that, what goes like, is that insane to you? Like, how do you feel?
This is a fun nostalgic feeling. Yeah, it's so I feel like when we have those jobs that it's a stepping stone, or something, you're working towards something.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, when I was in that dish room doing what I was doing, I was always thinking about, like, half my brain was focusing on the dishes. I will say that. The cheesecake. But the other half was like, what was the thing I needed to focus on with? If it was like lines the next day, if it was the audition that I had to do, if there was the emails that like my brain, or if it even was like thinking about doing a red carpet or something like that. It was always focusing. So then I posted that pic because it's kind of what my brain was like thinking. It's just like I'm focusing on one thing, but I'm also thinking about the other, of like the future in moments like that. So that's kind of what I like. It is fun to look at that pic and just kind of be like, wow, all right, we'll keep moving forward,
Have you been back to that restaurant or wherever it was?
Actually, no, I have not. I have not been back.
One day it's gonna feel so good when you walk through those doors.
I've talked to a couple of people since I've left, though.
Yeah.
For sure.
Keep in touch, That's really special. And then also, so when you have like all the Outer Banks cast, you've all done independent projects away from Outer Banks, but when you get something big, are you guys very supporting of each other? Like, did your cast members from Outer Banks text you?
Oh yeah.
Like, oh my God, dude, like the movie's great.
Oh yeah. No, it's a huge supporting cast here on OBX in terms of any role anyone gets. It's just always like, hey, congrats, and you're gonna go kill. And yeah, some people got some exciting stuff. I can't reveal that, but some people got some.
Yeah, that's awesome. You guys seem very, very close. I mean, all your interviews, you obviously are like best friends, but it's so fun.
Yeah, they're great. They're a great bunch.
Okay, so we're gonna play a quick game before we end. It's this or that. So there's 2 scenarios and you're gonna choose. Okay?
All right.
Okay, perfect. So this or that, islands or mountains?
Damn. Okay. I grew up on both. Island.
Island. I like water. Water's the best. Stay up late or wake up early?
I'm gonna say wake up early.
What time do you usually wake up right now in life?
Like 9 a.m. No. This week has been pretty early. This week's been at least 5 a.m. usually.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. Your early bird gets the worm. Okay. Your Instagram comments or TikTok comments you read about you or about things in general? Instagram. I don't really look at TikTok, but sure. You need to, when Outer Banks came out season 2, did you see any of the TikToks that were about you?
I saw,
like your friends sent them to you?
There was some on, I couldn't never really tell which was an Instagram, which was a TikTok whenever I saw them.
You blew up on TikTok. You were like everyone's For You page when that season came out. There we go. Date night in or date night out?
Date night in.
There you go. Jonathan or Chase?
I can't see. Damn, I can't do my boys like that. Neither. I'm gonna say both at the same time.
I love it. And then Uncharted or Outer Banks? We got some trick questions for you.
Well, I mean, both have their pros and cons. That's like, I'm gonna say both again because I think they're 2 different watches. But yeah, similar. I will say that. But if you're a Tom fan, if you're, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Love it. Well, thank you so much. Congrats on everything too. You've been killing it.
Oh, thank you so much. And thank you so much for having me.